Welcome to episode 12 of Hearts of Gold, where today we're going to be playing our last 3 league matches of the first season. I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm feeling ready because I'm fresh. I've just had a bath and looking forward to our first match against rivals Hibs. Hoping the lucky dressing gown does its job. I've just decided it's going to be lucky really for the last 3 games here. It's been a little bit of an iffy few matches, hasn't it, recently? And we had such a brilliant sort of start to that. Not the best start because of the Celtic games, but after that, we went on an unbelievable unbeaten run. But recent times, it's been a bit of a struggle. Of course, we've lost 3 times against Celtic, 3 times against Rangers. I've tried to adjust things by using a different tactic. It's not really worked out. Since I've changed, we've only won 2 games. Beat Partick Thistle and Dunfermline. The other games, defeat against Rangers and 3 draws. Most recently, 2-2 against St Johnstone. The second match since the league split in 2. We did go 2-0 up thanks to Naismith and Milinkovic, but they got back into it. We threw it away. Really disappointing. So we've got Hibs, Partick Thistle and Celtic in our last 3 league matches. We've guaranteed third. We've qualified for the Europa League. It might be why we have struggled. We've been playing in flip-flops. By the way, look at this. Moussa Dembele, 32 goals. Insane. He's surely going to be signed by someone else. So hopefully we won't have to worry about him next season. And Mankwa's got the second highest number of assists going into these last 3 games. Would be nice to see Lafferty start to score again. He's just got back from injury, I think, so he should be available to play today. He is. So we will make some changes. Lafferty's going to play up front. Naismith as the shadow striker. Mitchell's just come back from a little knock as well. I think I'm going to go over Mankwa instead of Randall. He's not really suited to that role, but we're going to play him anyway. And Prince is going to play instead of Harry Cochrane. I keep forgetting to stop Harry Cochrane playing for the under-20s, but he's getting lots of game time. He's improving as a player every week. Of course, we haven't lost against Hibs yet, and I want to keep that run going. I don't want to lose against my rivals at all during this save. But we did struggle in the last 2 games. 2 draws. It's not been perfect, that's for sure. McLaren is their top goal scorer with 18 goals this season. But Lafferty and Naismith, they're on fire, aren't they? Lafferty's got 22 goals. Naismith is actually on 22 as well. So, yeah, level 44 goals between the pair. They've rarely played together because of all the injury issues they've had. So it's nice to have them playing together. Maybe that's why we've not been so effective with this new tactic, because Lafferty and Naismith basically haven't played together. So it'd be nice to see them ripping into teams, hopefully. Let's give the fans a performance to shout about. I hope you've enjoyed this first season with Hearts. We've got this episode and also the Cup final episode still to go. I've enjoyed it. It's just made me reminisce about FM05 when the glory days of me managing Hearts. Back then, they were a strong team actually. I've thoroughly enjoyed it and I'm enjoying it here. I've started to fall in love with some of these players. Mankwa, cracking player. I'm looking forward to seeing Harry Cochrane improve. Suter as well, a ball-playing defender, is an excellent talent at the back. Lafferty and Naismith, they've scored goals. You know, you can't not love strikers that score goals. Here we go then. Here's Lafferty, the target man, playing it sensibly back to Bates on loan from Rangers. Zoom, great ball out wide to Mitchell, who's done very well. At left wing back for us, and Lafferty, Naismith! He's now top goal scorer. It's the race for the golden boot between those two, the Hearts golden boot. Naismith versus Lafferty. Who's going to get it? There's only a few games left to go. And this was a lovely worked goal. That is a great ball out wide to Mitchell. Mitchell crossed it in. Lafferty headed it down and Naismith poked it past the keeper. Lovely interplay between the 2 strikers. That's what we want to see. But here come Hibs straight away. Crossed in. Suter easily mops that up and plays it into the path of Adao. He's playing a bit more of an advanced role now. He's on the support role as a ball-winning midfield. He gets further forward. He tries to close down. He tries to win the ball back. Like the real Kante. Here's a Mankwa crossing it in. Knocked back hit. See, Adao's the most advanced central midfielder here. Crossing it deep. Lafferty! 2-0! We're 2-0 up against Hibs. This is what we want to see. This is how we should play against Hibernian. This was lovely play from Mankwa originally. Good crossing. Headed away. Adao picks it up. And pokes it to the back post, and Lafferty heads onto the crossbar and into the back of the net. Now we just need to stay ahead. We didn't stay ahead against St Johnstone. It was very frustrating. So he's got 23 goals now as well. So it really is a race for top goal scorer award at Hearts. Playing it out from the back nicely here. Mitchell to Zoom. Zoom into Naismith. This is how the tactic is meant to work. I think it's so much better when we've got Lafferty and Naismith up front. Amenkwa, look at him go. Crosses it deep. Naismith, Lafferty. Lafferty going away from the goal here. Amenkwa now crossing it all the way over to Adele, who's got forwards once again. Adele puts it deep into the box. Lafferty! Oh, that was a chance. Well, it's been all Hearts so far, although according to the statistics, they've had more shots. Strangely, Naismith almost closing down really well there. Oh, McLaren. I mean, what are you doing there, Berry? You should really have that covered. Look at him. What a goal. How did we not deal with that? That is ridiculous defending. He was all by himself against about 5 players. Disgraceful. Ah, oh, not another. This is our problem. So many injuries. It's ridiculous. I'm going to bring on Don Cowie, the veteran midfielder, 35 years old now, is old Don. Celtic 3-0 up against Partick Thistle. They are just stupidly strong. Half-time 2-1. They get their goal from absolutely nothing. We just need to keep it up, really. We performed very well going forwards. Going to take Mitchell off. He's a bit tired. He's also not having the best game today. Nerfville's going to come on in his place. Don't know what we're going to do about these loan players next season. Whether we'll be able to get Mitchell back on loan or not, I don't know. Or Naismith. I might have to have quite a few replacements. Here come Hibson. This is the first highlight of the second half. I really don't want to chuck away another 3 points. We did it against St Johnstone. Let's not do it against Hibs. Oh! A really lucky goal for them. Massive deflection. I don't think this tactic is the solution. Maybe the formation is. Maybe I need to play around with the instructions a bit, or the player roles. But for whatever reason, we're throwing away points here. We were 2-0 up. I mean, that is unfortunate, I know. But 2-0 up, we should be comfortable. The back three don't seem to perform very well. Maybe I need to fiddle with them a bit. It's really annoying. Maybe if I push them up slightly? I don't know. I'm not exactly the best at defensive tactics, if I'm honest. I'm all about attacking. So I need to outscore the opposition. I'm going to take Naismith off. He's pretty knackered. I'm going to bring Milinkovic on for the last 15 minutes or so. I really don't want to throw this away even more. I mean, the fans will they will rip into me if we lose this after being 2-0 up. Guys, no. No. Oh. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, yes, McLaughlin saves it. Thank you. Thank you. This is absolutely disgraceful, though, from us. It really is. I'm going to exploit the right flank through Amenkwa and get him to float the crosses into Lafferty. That's what I'm hoping for now. Somehow, thanks to McLaughlin, we're not 3-2 down. It's horrible. Horrible when you're 2-0 up and you just throw away points. And oh no, not another injury! Why are you doing this to me, Football Manager? How many times has he got injured this season? It's absolutely ridiculous. And we draw 2-2. It feels like a defeat, but I must say, at least we haven't lost against Hibs this season. 1 win, 3 draws. It's not good enough, in my opinion, but we've not let them win. And it was down to McLaughlin today that they didn't win. I'm saying they weren't good enough. I mean, Amenkwa's demotivated. I'll give him a bit of a boost, because he did all right, didn't he? Lafferty did all right, and Naismith did well. But another draw. It's just stupid. We've just gone on this stupid run of draws. It's irritating. We haven't won a league game since that win against Partick Thistle. That's the only time we've won with this tactic. This isn't the answer. It just isn't the answer, is it? How long's Lafferty out for? 2 to 3 weeks. Will he be back in time for the cup final? Maybe. It's borderline. If it's borderline, I'll have to play him. Zoom's out for 6 to 8 days. Second match of the episode then. We're playing Partick Thistle away from home. I fiddle slightly. I've pushed the defence slightly higher up. I've asked Bates and Berra to mark tighter and close down less. Don't know if that's a good option. We're going to have to play Naismith up front today with Milinkovic playing behind. It's not ideal, I know, but Lafferty injured, Curry's injured. Yeah, so many injuries. I'll be interested to look at the injury. Oh, in fact, we can, can't we? Medical sense, we can do that now. Season summary, look at all of these. Milinkovic has missed 4 months, Naismith 4 months, Lafferty 3 months in total, lots of injuries here and there. Curry 3 months, Randall 3 months, Amankwa 2 months. It's just been horrible. So many players have picked up injuries. I know it's realistic because players do get injured, but it's frustrating. We've won every single game against Partick Thistle. Let's keep this going. Maybe I should use the regular tactic because I know that works against Partick Thistle. I'm just trying to get something different working for next season. We know we're better than the rest of the league. It's just Rangers and Celtic, and I need to create some sort of formula that is successful against them. We're playing Harry Cochrane in midfield because Zoom is injured as well, so hopefully he can build a good partnership with Prince in that central midfield position. Their top goal scorer, Doolan, has 25 goals this season. Looks like a good striker, so we're going to have to watch out for him. Go out there and impress me, lads. And I've got faith in the defence. We're gonna man mark Doolan. We need to. It's the penultimate game of the league season then. I want to end on a high. Too many draws lately. Very frustrating. We've thrown away two 2-0 leads in the last 2 games as well. That is just the most frustrating thing possible. I'd rather be 2-0 down and come back to 2-2. That's a much more impressive. The morale, you know, it's a big morale booster when you come from behind. Losing 2-0 to go down to 2-2, it's like a defeat. Here's Amankwa. Amankwa, look at him go. Amankwa. Good save by the keeper. It was a bit close to the centre of the goal. He did well though, all by himself. Here's maybe an opportunity, 4 minutes in. Cochrane to Mitchell. Mitchell, Prince scores! Great finish. That's a nice goal. Mitchell with another assist. Let's have a look at this one again then. Mitchell with the throw and Cochrane, simple pass back to him. Drives it into the box, takes a deflection. Prince collects. Top right hand corner, nice finish. Got the players to retain possession now. See if that helps us hold on to a lead a little bit better. Been pretty boring game other than the goal, but I'm okay with that. We're winning. 3 shots each. It really has been pretty dull. We'll just start the second half. I told the guys not to be complacent, which I know is asking for trouble, but that's what I want them to do. I don't want them to be complacent. We're only 1-0 up. We've thrown away 2 goal leads in the last 2 games, so it's pretty easy for us to throw away a 1 goal lead, I'm sure. But it really is a boring game. We've won a corner. Milinkovic puts it deep. Suter over the bar. He's had a few chances with headers this season. He always seems to hit it over the bar. Oh no, a chance. The first chance for Partick Thistle. Cochrane heads that clear, but it's back into the box. Good header away by David Bates. Booth on the ball now. Here's Barton. All the way back to Devine. Booth. Lawless. This doesn't look good. Too much possession for my liking. Good clearance away. Naismith all by himself, but up comes Amankwa and co in support. Here's Prince. Prince plays it through to Milinkovic. Milinkovic! Oh! Just puts it wide. He's looking very nervous. I'm going to bring on Ewan Henderson. We're giving him another chance. He's not been around for ages. In fact, what we'll do is we'll play Ewan Henderson as a poacher with Naismith playing behind. Let's try that. He scored a few goals for the under-20s. He just needs to convert that into the first team. Harry Cochrane's going to come off for Don Cowie. And I'm going to throw on... I know Amankwa's had a very good game, as you can see there, 7.7, but we're going to throw on Randall because Amankwa is quite tired. We'll save him for the last 2 games of the season. Celtic, twice of course. A few minutes to go. Mitchell into the box, headed away. Oh no, no, not a counter-attack goal. Mitchell does really well there. Prince, Cowie, Adow. Adow thinks about life, finds Prince. Prince, Naismith, Henderson. Young Henderson. Out wide to Randall. This is nice possession from us, but that's poor. Adow can't control it. And what are you doing? Oh, good save. I think it's because I told the players to push up, to be fair. Let's just bring the line back there for the last few minutes. Corner crossed in, headed away well. Naismith does really well. Knocks it up to no, it's Randall, sorry. Didn't quite work out. But, are we holding on? 5 seconds to go, surely. Surely we're holding on. Naismith intercepts. There we go, a win at last. And a clean sheet as well. Alright, what I need to do is if I go 1-0 up, change it to retain possession. I think that's the key. A good win. It's our 4th win against Partick Thistle this season. We move up to 69 points. Still 15 behind Rangers, but 15 ahead of St. We've been all by ourselves for so long. It's been so lonely in 3rd place. It's just, oh, wow. We've been 3rd since week 9. How is that even possible? It's ridiculous, really, isn't it? All these loan deals ending so soon. What can we do with Naismith? So I could offer I could probably... Oh, no, I can't give him a loan off. And they'd want a lot of money for him. Oh, dear. I don't think we're going to be able to afford Stephen Naismith. They want a lot of money. How have we got him on loan? Nerfville, I don't really need him again. Mitchell... I mean, I'd absolutely love Mitchell. When's his contract run out? Oh, it's running out. Approach to sign. Can we give him an offer? So I need to... The long-term aims, challenge for the title. That's fair enough in a couple seasons. Give the player a big pay rise. Strengthen the following areas of the first team's defend. I mean, that's fair. Improve the coaching team. Okay, well, we'll agree with those promises. Bates, I'm undecided about him because he's not really played much for me. Milinkovic, he was injured for so long, he's not really had an impact on the team, has he? And Adao, I forgot Adao's on loan as well. The Edinburgh Kante, can we get him back on loan? Transfer wise, how much would they want for him? 2.4 million, so we might lose Adao as well. We've got so many loan players, that's a real problem, I think. Mitchell wants too much money. What are we going to do? That's annoying. Maybe when his contract runs out, he might be a bit more happy to have a lower offer. But we can't offer more than 6k, I think. Recommended limit 6k. So I'm going to have to walk away for now, Dimitri. But possibly we'll talk again on the phone. I'll give you a call once you've left and once you've left Manchester United. Can we finally beat Celtic then? I very much doubt it, but this is a good rehearsal ahead of the Cup final. We've lost all 4 games against them so far this season. They're on 102 points. They've of course only lost 1 game, which was against Rangers. But they have drawn against St Johnstone, Hamilton and Aberdeen. There's hope. There's a little bit of hope. Yeah, but little is the key word there. So Lafferty's still out for 5 to 7 days. He should be back for the Cup final, just about. We're going to have to risk him for that Cup final. Naismith will stay up front today then. Zoom is back, which is good. I'm going to play Zoom instead of Harry Cochrane. We need to put out our best possible team. Defensively, we were much better, weren't we, in the last game? So I'm going to keep with what I changed. Wish me luck. I really need it. These are the lineups, and they're playing Moussa Dembele on the left wing. He's their top goal scorer, their best performer. He is ridiculous. Griffiths up front, Patrick Roberts. It's a scary team to face on the last day of this season. Let's avenge what happened last time. We're going to need a lot of help from the Football Manager gods today, aren't we? We've got home advantage. Is that an advantage against Celtic? I don't think so. First highlight of the game, Celtic corner crossed in. It's kind of cleared by Zoom. Not very well, though. And they're still on the ball here in a dangerous position. Simunovic crosses it in. Scott Brown. That was offside. That's offside. 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 What? How was that not offside? I have to see this again. Dembele scores his 50th goal of the season. Let's have a look at this. It's crossed in. Scott Brown heads it on. Griffiths, oh, maybe it wasn't offside. Maybe they were level. That's really annoying. We're going more direct because I think we have to. If we've got any chance of anything, we need to just hit it. hit it up the pitch. Oh, what was that, McLaughlin? You just punched it into Scott Brown's path. Why Scott Brown got hair? He's got no hair. But he's got a really good mop here. Let's have a look at this one then. What happened here? Patrick Roberts found Armstrong in space. It's crossed in. Aya heads it. You just palmed it down. What are you doing? We've got no chance in the cup final. Absolutely no chance. I just have no idea how to stop Celtic from scoring. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. And by the way, there's no point even saying in the comment section, because by the time this comes out, I will have already played that game. I expect to see much better in the second half. I mean, do I just go contain in the cup final and desperately hope that we can score from a corner or something? I just don't know. They're just such a better team on paper. Their players are better. Obviously, their system's better as well. I need some sort of magical tactic to be able to have any chance against them. It's been a boring second half. Literally nothing's happening. I'm going to take off Naismith just to rest him for the cup final. On comes Henderson. Mitchell is dead. On comes Nerfville. And I'm going to bring on Conor Randall as well for Amankwa. Boring second half. So, for whatever reason, my tactic has worked in the second half. What am I doing right now? What have I changed? So I've gone more direct football. I'm not exploiting the middle. Higher tempo. That's what we have to do then. That's what we're gonna maybe go defensive as well in the cup final. Hit them on the break. Few seconds to go of this league season. We're ending with a defeat, a predictable defeat, our 4th defeat in the league against Celtic, our 7th defeat in total. We've done all right, really, only to lose 7 games. Unfortunately, we drew far too many games towards the end of the season. But we still are going to finish 12 points clear of 4th place, which is pretty impressive, really. Can we end it on a high by scoring a goal? Henderson crosses it in deep. And no, we give away a free kick. Yeah, Celtic were too strong for us in the end. Good first half performance from them. Boring second half. Oh, whoops. I shouldn't have said that. That's not a great... Oh, it's made it even harder. Well, this is how the league finishes then. Celtic... I don't even have to say it. Celtic champions. Rangers and Hearts qualify for the Europa League. Motherwell are definitely relegated, with Dundee going into the relegation playoff thingy. I find it so strange seeing this, because as you can see... Because of how the league splits, Aberdeen have finished on 53 points, Hamilton 47 and Ross County 45. They all got more points than Hibs in the end. But it's because of that league split thing that Hibs finish above those 3 teams. That's just really bizarre. I mean, Aberdeen would actually finish in 5th if it wasn't for that. £1.65 million. That is a huge amount of money. Let's just have a look at the finances then. We've got £6.3 million in the bank right now. But we're probably not going to have very much money to spend in the summer. I very much doubt it anyway. But thank you for watching today's episode. That's the end of our league campaign. But episode 13 is going to be the Scottish Cup final against Celtic. I don't know what to do.